We're live. What up, y'all? Is the music right there? Oh, okay. We sorry for the delay. We're in the house. This is Chanel Red. You are tuning into the Writerz Rumble.
Chanel Red. It's good to see you red again.
Yes, I'm red again.
I was having a hard time calling you Chanel Red when you're not red. I feel like it's false
Chanel
advertisement.
False
Yeah.
advertisement.
Yeah. It's good to be back, guys. We got the whole crew here together.
Yes, we do. Yes,
Natsky. Natsky to the right.
Yeah.
What's going on, Natalie?
What's up? What's up?
Good. Everybody's good. My name is JJ. I'm going to skip all the AKAs today just because you. No, I'm not just kidding. JJ, AKA J Barv, AKA That Boy Breeze, AKA Who's Your Baby Daddy, AKA Mr. AKA Mr. Click, AKA Fresher Than a Mother. I know you guys look forward to that, so I would never deprive you guys of that opportunity to hear all of my AKs.
Could not even sleep thinking about that.
We have a little different setup today. Our DJ, AKA No Claps, Sean Blaze, who always show. Yeah, now he wants to give us the real claps because he always forgets to hit the clap button when we want the claps. He got tired of being so far away from us over there, so he decided to join us on the side of the
table.
panel. Yeah, you know, he's trying to hide over there. Yeah, so good to have you over here too. Yeah, we can see you.
We can see you now. Yep.
Too much. Not too much. Slide back over a little bit. We can see too much.
I'm gonna sit right next to you.
And we got a couple of really good guests today.
Yes, we do.
In the building. Actually, we're packed, man. We got Emery Rocket in the house today.
Hey, Emery Rocket.
Yeah, we got a good group, man. What's our topic today? I know you had mentioned the topic.
Well, our topic is women in the industry. Is it really that hard for us to be understood and taken seriously?
I feel like we do this topip every time. Like,
why
do we have to keep doing this topic?
No, we don't.
I feel like we've exhausted this topic.
So
Am I feeding into this?
You're just a hater right now. You guys, JJ's a hater.
No, I mean it's a worthy topic. So
yes, it is.
You know, it should be spoken about as much as it takes to get people on the right page about what this is. So I'm sure we'll get into.
And they had a lot
more
to
of that.
say in the car, guys.
I'm all for it, man. Women rule the world, you know. I'm like Beyonce, you know. Who runs the world? Girls. You know? Come on.
Yep.
I have 3 sisters. I'm smart enough to know that women run the world. So
you got a lot of nieces.
A gaggle of nieces. Yes.
They run you. I see you. You be braiding hair and all kinds of stuff.
No, it's real.
Uncle
it's real.
JJ. Uncle JJ.
It's very real. Yes. So we'll get into that. We'll talk a little bit about that. Trying to think if there's any hot topics that are happening right now other than, you know, sports, which I'll spare you guys because you guys don't get into the sports too much.
No, yes, we do. Let's talk about that.
Don't pretend like you're one of those chicks that talk sports every time you get
rap.
You do it because you know that guys like women who like sports.
No. I do it because I like the sport. I like basketball and I like football.
Who played in the championship this year? Basketball. Exactly.
Golden State. Golden State and the Raptors. Thank you.
Okay. I'll give you. I'll give you that.
Yes, and I know who won. Who won though? That is
Drake won.
Drake won. Oh my God.
He's acting like he won.
Drake is running around in a hula skirt.
He's acting like he hit
blowing
the game
a foghorn, talking about we won. Yo, he's about to go in.
Nah, he dropped like 2 songs last night.
Wow.
Yeah. Because
he's smart. Yeah, he's smart.
So it's over. I didn't even know it was over.
Yeah. It's over. Pretty much over.
A whole nother
one more game.
There was a meme that said LeBron takes 1 year off from the finals and a whole nother country wins the chip.
Wow.
That's messed up.
Yeah.
That is messed up. We let a whole nother country win. Who does that?
No,
it's Canada.
Well, you know what? Congratulations to them. You know, there's someone new that entered the ranks.
Yeah, it was good for the sport.
Yeah,
I think it's good.
I'm not mad at it. They played a very good game. You know, unfortunately,
I like Toronto.
GW just
the city. I heard there's a lot of good
Toronto is awesome.
Things to see in Toronto. Canada.
I have to visit there one more time.
Very promising aesthetic epithets out there in Toronto. So yeah, I'm gonna have to make it to Toronto sometime soon. I actually have some friends in Toronto. Shout out Rahel.
Shout out.
Yeah, anything in the entertainment industry that's going on. There's going to be a new Toy Story. That's a big deal.
Is it?
When was the last one? Like 6 years ago?
What is it? Like 5 of them now?
Yeah. I just saw that there was going to be. I got excited. I'm not going to lie.
I think
I got excited.
entertainment wise, I feel like my getaway to DR is never gonna happen.
Yeah,
Like,
about that.
Yeah.
That was my little refuge.
Yeah.
New
I was thinking
slogan:
about
Go to
going
DR,
there.
you're gonna die.
I was
Like,
thinking about
what?
going there. I'm like, wow. Is
I
this
absolutely
really
was
happening?
planning on going there, and I will not now.
I mean, I don't know. It's so weird. Maybe just don't drink the liquor. You'll be okay. I feel like there's definitely a connection between something. with the liquor.
It's something funny, man, because the fact that all these people are like dying in the hotel.
No,
That's crazy.
I mean, like, last thing I read, they said it was a speculation. It could have been bootleg alcohol.
Wow.
Yeah, but how do you?
Not
How?
Just-
Why?
just.
But I imagine that they're probably not the only country where that's happening.
Right.
Why is this all happening in DR? That's the thing.
Yeah, I think there's some slickness going on behind that whole situation.
I mean, they've been dominating tourism for
Yes,
a
they
while.
have.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
you never know.
Let's hope some of it gets back to PR and really help that economy.
I hope that some of it, at their neighbor, same island.
Haiti.
Haiti.
Yes.
I would love to see tourism.
That would be nice.
Increase and give more job opportunities and things like that. I've actually been to Haiti. So, I mean, it's the same island, just the other,
Right.
the other
It's
side.
just on the
Right.
other side.
Um,
Exactly.
But besides that, I'm a little nervous about going to DR.
I'm hearing Africa is the hot spot now.
Yeah,
Africa's
I would
been
like
a
to
hot
go to
spot.
Africa.
I'm from Africa.
You
from
are.
Africa.
Are you?
I would love to
What
go to
part?
Africa.
according
Is that such a-
according to 23andMe,
Yeah.
I am majority
What part?
Nigerian
Nigerian.
and from Congo. That's according to my 23andMe. Let me
Nice.
not- but
Is that
who
the
knows?
like AfricanAncestry.com kind of thing?
No,
shows you the
that one
African
cost
roots?
$500.
Oh,
I
okay.
did the one
So we're
that-
gonna take the 20. Yeah, we'll take the. Yeah,
But yeah,
we'll take the. You kind of look like somebody from.
on the front of music. I don't know what is happening. You guys have any music gossip?
Chris Brown and Drake dropped a song.
yeah.
That's a big deal.
Okay.
Yeah, and 50 Cent was on Instagram.
50 Cent blowing up
Posted everybody.
Yeah.
I feel like Chris Brown has a song every week. No.
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
Hey, I love
He does.
Chris Brown.
But as long as they're good,
Yeah.
we'll live with it. I mean, look, I think we're in that day and age where we of course we never appreciate the people when they're like oversaturating us with stuff. But then when like they can't give us music anymore, we're like, oh my God, I wish we could have more music from like people would die for a Tupac song right now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and he was giving us a song every 5 minutes. So I'm not mad as
Biggie
long as Chris is
song,
giving us
yes.
good music. So he's getting ready to put out another album.
Nice.
Yeah. After
How
he's-
many songs on this?
It's not gonna be the 70 track album he dropped last time, which I don't think I only made it through like 10 of them. It's just a little lot. It was
You
a
better
lot.
than me.
Who else had a
I
long
think I
album?
It was a
listened to
lot.
5.
I
Yeah.
think The Dream had a long album too that he put out recently, right?
Did he?
Why?
Did,
Anyway.
did anyone
Did
know?
I say that? I'm
did,
sorry.
Did anyone know about that?
I'm telling
No,
you
look,
guys.
hey, look.
This
as,
happened.
as a group of
I
writers, we respect the dream
Of course.
as
But
a writer.
we didn't know the artist.
No, I think
part.
he came out with like a double album.
Yeah. Well, I didn't hear that one.
No.
Not many people knew.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go out on a limb
well,
and say not many
okay,
people knew.
well, everyone go
No,
ahead
I'm
and
gonna
listen
go out
to
on
half
limb.
of the
A
album
lot of
tonight.
people didn't know. Okay, so there it is, guys. The Dream has a double album out.
Yeah.
It could be
Everybody go check that out. Immediately.
I mean,
Immediate-
Dream's doing good. He cashed in $25 million on his
I mean,
publishing
at the end of the
situation.
day,
He'll be
like,
all right.
that's
if
what
he
you
never
do.
makes another personal record for himself, he's not
did great.
missing out on the
He's
monetary
not.
end of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's not.
And
Yep.
most people, I mean, I would like chop off my grandmother's foot if I could just get a hit like that. Like
Yeah.
I've had with
Just
other-
one.
He's had a couple.
I'll get her a new foot.
He's
Yeah,
had a
just kidding.
couple. Yeah.
Grandma, I'll get you a new foot.
That should be one of our topics maybe next time to talk
A new
about,
foot?
no. Not a new foot. Talk about the long game in the music industry, which is the
Right.
publishing game. Dream had big hits on Rihanna, did Umbrella, had Single Ladies for Beyonce.
That's all he needed.
Yeah,
all he
literally.
needed,
That's all
literally.
he did Fine for Mary, which was a nice record. But he had some really good, solid hits. But again, he played the long game instead of, because I'm sure after Umbrella, he could have signed a $1 million publishing deal and just kind of wrote it out. But he waited. He probably did some administration deals, make sure he could collect on a big record like that. But he waited, played the long game, and just last year cashed in finally on his catalog for 25 million. Not many people can do that. That's
and
and
actually, he's worth more than that.
Yeah.
But he
Yeah,
only
yeah.
said, I'll do 25.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's
Right.
crazy.
That's something that
I
I think
just need 5.
everybody on this panel probably would have appreciated that knowledge when we were coming up, writing. But the thought was you were looked at as reputable or a big time writer if you did that one record and got a big publishing deal. Like everything was about, have you gotten a big publishing deal?
Right.
And it's just sad that we were so misled. We were so misinformed. We were so, I hate to say uneducated, but we really just didn't know all the facts about what
Of course not.
the game
Publishing,
was.
right.
I've been
The
signed
publishing
with
was.
Sony ATV for 150 years.
Nice.
Yeah, I got you beat 250. I'm 250 in.
At
with
Warner
Brothers.
Chapel. Yeah.
And though, like, that is
I mean,
the
Warner
goal.
Chapel, sorry.
As a songwriter, you were told, get yourself a publishing deal, and then everything is going to
You're gonna be
change.
rich
You gonna be
for a
rich.
week.
It's like, no, they're kind of
you
like a
just
bank.
sold your
Yeah.
soul.
They're kind of like a bank, and
Yeah.
it's just like anything. You get a loan, you got to pay them back. There's some music connected to it, but
Yeah.
it's just it's a loan shark.
Yeah.
It's a good thing to say. I'm signed,
No,
but
yeah. It
But
looks good.
here's the big disappointment of it. They sign you and they don't help you do anything. Everything is on you.
but they'll be there. They'll be there when
When
something
you
happens.
when you get
when you do
winners,
something,
when
yeah.
you get winners, they want to be involved.
Yeah.
But other than that, for all you people out there that are songwriters that are interested in trying to get publishing deals, the real of it is they will not help you do anything unless you are a winner.
Yeah.
If you're trying to be a winner, that's all you're going to be doing it on your own.
Yeah. And look, right? And we understand how the game goes. People are going to rally and get behind the people who have the biggest records. We get it. And everybody else kind of has to fend for themselves. But they don't explain that to you while they just took a percentage of that $300,000 deal you just signed. It's like,
Right.
there just isn't that shared like information, for everybody across the board. It's like, hey, look, we just need to get you into this deal. And, you're going to lose 50% of your ownership of your songs.
You're going to be with us
You
for
know.
175 years.
You have to, one song, your deal is, we've talked about this before on this show, when you sign your deal and it says you have an agreement for 8, contractually agreed to do 8 songs. That doesn't mean you co-wrote a part of a song and that's one song. No, one song equals 100%
And if
ownership.
you do not write it by yourself,
nobody
you're
ever,
out.
Yeah,
So
that hardly ever
basically,
happens.
if you're collaborating with a producer, meaning
Right.
the track, then most of the time they own 50% of that. So you're trying to get one song to equal 100%. You literally have to write and produce
gonna be a while.
everything.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
That rarely ever happens.
It rarely happens. No, well, not now.
Not now, like at all. Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
you're
so you're
instead
gonna
of
be
8
there a
songs,
while.
you're doing like 16
More than that.
or 40.
More than that. Yeah.
Because sometimes there's 3 or 4 or 5 writers on there, and you're walking away with 10%, maybe 15, maybe 7%, and
Right.
again, it has to equal 100%, and you're
Right.
not walking away with that.
So let's say your deal was structured for $300,000, right? They're only going to give you half of
remember
that,
that.
up front for the one term, right? So let's say you'll get 150, and then so once you equal, like let's say it was you get 4 songs, and they're going to give you the second half of your money, right? Not knowing that 4 songs could take 10 years, right?
Yes.
So you think you got 150, okay? You're thinking, oh, that's still going to be good bread. I stacked up. I can start my life. Well, you didn't talk about management fee. You didn't talk about lawyer fee. You didn't talk about taxes. And God forbid you have a partner, which a lot of people did when they were first, like you partnered up with people just to get these situations.
Right.
You might have walked away with $50,000 at the end of all of that. And I could spend that in a week in the strip club. So
All right, so
too much information?
JJ.
No?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
All right.
talking about our special guest we have with us here.
1
All
week.
right, special guest Lanelle Tyler. Let's give
Are
it up
we
for
ready to bring him in?
Lanelle.
Let's bring him in. All right.
Hey, Lanelle,
What's up? What's up?
Mr. Brooklyn himself.
Yes, man. How
What's
you
going
doing?
on? Good.
Life is good. Life is awesome. How you doing?
We're good. We're good.
It's good to see everybody.
As long as we talking about it, life is good, man. I like to hear that, man.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
So what you been up to?
Well, right now, just been pushing a couple singles. I got a couple songs out now. I'm gonna be releasing my Future of R&B first debut album coming out June 30th. So I'm extremely excited about that. I got some content out right now on YouTube. So I'm gonna be presenting a few videos today for the fans out there.
What's your YouTube
Okay.
page?
Under Lanelle Tyler, LANELLE Tyler.
Okay, good.
What's
Yeah.
the so okay? You said you're from Brooklyn, right?
Yes, sir.
There, many artists speak of this unknown. This you can't see it. You can't. It's like air. You know, you can't feel it necessarily. You can't see it.
Right.
But apparently it like enhances the quality of life, right? That's what air is. That's how artists speak when they're from Brooklyn. Oh, we can, we don't know. It's just a thing. You gotta give us your take on what this thing is, this je ne sais quoi, if you will,
Of Brooklyn.
of being from Brooklyn. What does that mean?
Well, I can't speak for anybody else but myself, but what I can tell you is being from Brooklyn is basically it represents a struggle, but that struggle is like a lesson, and that lesson equals an opportunity, or it can be a form of success. And what I learned from the struggle is that, no matter how depressed or deprived you are of anything, that you can basically be successful and strive to become anything that you want to be.
Okay. I like that. I like that answer.
Yes, sir.
No,
I mean, but that's a piece of Brooklyn.
Right.
That's everywhere.
Yeah, right.
That's
I mean,
everywhere.
they struggle everywhere.
I mean,
but,
the other piece of it is, Brooklyn, everybody have their own neighborhood. Like, you got Brownsville, you got Bed-Stuy,
style.
you got Canarsie, you got Crown Heights.
Narcy.
Lived in Crown Heights for 5 years. Shout out
You
to the
got-
Heights.
Shout out to Crown Heights. You got Sunset Park. You got different parts of it. You have Coney Island.
I feel like I heard all of those in the movie Warriors. Like,
Right.
I feel like I heard
Probably.
all those names.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what part of Brooklyn are you from?
I'm from Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn.
From the
Okay.
sty.
The
Mhm.
Sty. Okay.
You guys now, okay, so everybody who talks about being from Brooklyn, is it kind of just, are we all on the same page that like Jay-Z is the president of being from Brooklyn? Because you're from the, you're from the sty.
Right.
And that's Biggie,
and
that's
let me-
Biggie country. So
Let
is
me
that a
touch-
conflict of
let-
interest?
Let me touch a little bit on that. Jay-Z is from Marcy Projects.
Correct.
I'm actually from Tompkins Projects, like the project directly from Marcy. And growing up, what I realized is that Jay-Z used to do toy drives for like, people in the community and things of that nature. And a lot of people didn't. Like, he did a lot of community work. Yeah, he was an artist. Yeah, he was on tour doing his thing, but he also gave back to his people. So every year,
Jay-Z's a real one.
right?
You can't
have
dispute
people
that.
looking forward. Oh, Jay-Z's gonna do this big toy drive every year. So growing up, that's one thing. So shout out to Jay-Z for always
Yeah.
holding
Shout
it
out
down.
to Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Give it up for Jay. Jay did it.
So this new music that you got coming out, did you write it yourself or you did collaborations?
Honestly, I wrote it all myself.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm excited to hear something. I want to
Okay.
hear something.
Okay.
We want to jump into it? We're going to jump into
Yeah,
some
let's
of the
jump
music
into
right
music.
now?
What's record?
Hey.
What's record?
Okay. Well, we have videos and we have an MP3. So, do you want to start off with a visual? Should we
Let's
just listen
start
to
off with the video.
Let's
yeah.
start with the video.
All right, let's get right into the video, man. Let's see which one do we got.
You
here.
introduced the video to us.
Yeah, go
All
ahead.
right.
Tell us.
The name of the song is called "So Real" by Lanelle Tyler. It's dope, and hope you guys like it.
Sure.
There we
We got
have
to
it.
check it out. Here we go.
Reaching, thinking back, holding back my love. That's contagious. I need to get back your love. You got us. I'm begging you to be real. You know why I lose. So don't you let this feeling fade. Because I got something to tell you, but you don't know. But you gotta prove, baby, yeah. You gotta prove, baby, yeah. So baby, I think about you days and weeks. So right, you're real. But you don't need to go. But you don't need to go. teasing you. Take it lower. You look so official, lady. Let me have this dance. Attention all around you, including me. Let's not pretend. So baby, I think about you days and weeks. So right, you're real, but you don't need to go. But you don't need to go. Passing the club, got my eyes on you. What's up? Seen you walk past with your girls, sundress on, head down and curls. The way that you dancing, you got me staring, loving the way you look at me and bend over. My invitation is smooth. Come do something no one to do. I don't want to wait to you. 100 degrees in Paris, I relax with my queen. Baby, you got what I need. What I need, I could fulfill your fantasy. Yeah. Thinking, reaching around you, girl. So baby, I think about you days and weeks. So right, you're real, but you don't need to go. But you don't need to go. So baby, I think about you days and weeks. So right, you're real, but you don't need to go. But you don't need to go.
Really like that. It's a nice vibe.
Thank you so much.
Nice vibe. You wrote that all by yourself?
Yes.
Nice. Good job.
Dope.
That felt really good. Who produced that record?
track.
It had to sound like a familiar producer that I know. I
Yes,
want to see if
it's probably familiar producer. You know, he goes by the name of Remo the Hitmaker.
Oh,
know
Remo.
the
What's
sound.
up,
Yeah.
Remo?
Yeah,
Shout out
that's,
to
that's the
Remo.
homie right there, Remo the Hitmaker, man. We go back
Okay.
with Remo
into
the Hitmaker.
time.
Yeah, and so he has like a very
Distinct sound.
sound. So when I
Right.
heard it, I was like, that sounds like
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, that's dope. No, the record felt
Right.
good.
So I need you to explain to me
Okay.
this look.
Okay.
Because for me, you're giving me David Ruffin.
Right. Absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah, got
I was
that,
under
got
no
that
sync.
60s,
I
got
do
that
my
60s
homework.
swag
I do
Yes.
my
going on.
homework.
But we done touch a new school too. We got
Touch
the
a
new
new
school
school,
happening
touch a new
too. Yeah.
school.
What's
Yeah,
the?
yeah, you
I
got
was
the
gonna ask
shirt
him about that
popping.
too. What's the genesis of this?
It's
What-
Yeah, like, you know, I'm a big fan of, I have an old soul, so I'm a big fan of this 1960s, 50s, 40s, even the 30s, Nat King Cole. So like from that time, that era, like the hairstyles and, you know, up until the fashion of now. So I was thinking of just basically intertwining the times of back then into today, and this is the result. So
There you go.
Yeah,
The
you got to
David
find ways to
Ruffin.
stand out because there's so many
absolutely,
artists right now that are trying to get footing and establish themselves and music can oftentimes be we've seen throughout history in the music industry where it can become like a kind of a manufacturing plant of just the same sound, the same look, the same kind of thing. So when you have somebody that kind of wants to go against the grain or do something different, kind of step out and stand alone. It's important.
It has to be organic.
Yeah.
Right.
It can't be.
So
Can't
it's
be
one
super
thing is like,
forced.
okay, I'm gonna be Madonna. I'm gonna mix it with this.
Right,
But
yeah,
if it's not like truly,
You can definitely go wrong.
Yeah, but right here, I'm buying it. I'm buying it.
Yeah.
okay.
I always
thank
use
you.
an example like Beyonce. When people talk about blueprinting from somebody, you can tell she blueprinted from Tina Turner.
Right.
She blueprinted from a couple of people, but she made it her own.
Right.
Right.
But she gives us those little points earlier in her career. Now
Right.
she's really just all her.
Yeah,
But those
she's
little
become
points
her.
she
Yeah.
gave me Tina, and I'm like, yo, that's somebody dope to blueprint from. So David Ruffin was amazing.
Yeah.
So that's really
Yeah,
a
you gotta
great
follow the
thing.
blueprint sometimes
Yeah.
until you find yourself.
Till you find yourself.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
And set that bar high.
High,
Absolutely.
very high.
Yeah.
So our topic for today, we're gonna bring Lanelle in on the topic. It's about women in the industry.
Okay.
you know, and is it really so hard for us to be heard and to be taken seriously about what we do?
Yes, and it can even stem back from times of history, like the most famous Malcolm X made a statement back in the day stating that the black woman is the most weakest species of our time, and I believe he says that because it travels all the way from the stem of history from slavery. Like the black woman was the one who sacrificed themselves from rapes, from molestations, like just being in the house of the white man, the slave master, and just to basically help their family survive, like be that front person, that's the person to take all the pain and the anguishing and things of that nature. So like I believe that it from that point it basically has a relevancy of today's time. Well, yeah. So that's my take on why the black woman or why woman period could be viewed as somebody not as equal as men.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like in the music industry in particular?
Well, let me give you my opinion. I believe that the black woman could be the most powerful person on the planet.
Okay, I heard that.
And
Amen for that one.
And the reason
You get some claps for
claps
that.
right. And the reason why I feel that way is because if the black woman was empowered the way man is, then they can actually probably take, the world to a whole other place, bigger than, further than anything we could ever imagine.
Right.
So
Well, we had this discussion. We were talking in the car. I'm like, women are the closers
right.
of all situations. Like men do the setup, men go in for the kill, but it takes a woman to seal the deal. And I've been on the end of the seal the deal situation a lot of times where a man couldn't seal the deal. Yeah, they went in hardcore. They're most of the time their job is to set it up and be hard with it. Sometimes people don't want hard. Sometimes they want to feel somebody come in, because women can be hard too. But we assess the situation on the outside while the man is in the front trying to make it happen. We're assessing the situation on how to seal the deal.
Right.
And
I
we
agree.
make it happen. I'm sorry.
I agree.
I'm sorry. That's how I feel. How you feel?
No, I mean, at this point, I see more and more female executives, people who work for ASCAP, BMI, at the labels. So it's definitely a testament of where we are as women and the roles that we play in music and entertainment. I've seen more female attorneys, entertainment
Yes.
lawyers at this point. So we're definitely making our stamp to show that, yeah, we're here, and we're running stuff. It's a baby stuff.
Lots of stuff.
It's a baby in the room. I had to watch my language. But yeah, I mean, is it more complicated? What exactly is the question? Do you think, will they ever take us seriously? Is that really the
Right. Seriously, in roles that we want to do that only most men do.
I think naturally men are going to think they can do it better. It's just a natural thing.
Mm-hmm.
But, all you can do is be stern and be firm in what you can do and, push forward and not really think about those limitations, because then they'll be set on you, and when you acknowledge it, I think it'll happen.
Right.
So I'm like, I don't even think about the limitations that people may think about me as a woman. I just keep going and do what I know I can do and what I should be doing.
Right.
I'm not going to disagree with anything that has been
here we
said
go.
here today.
Here we go.
No, I'm being smart. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm not.
Come on,
going
JJ,
to
you want to
disagree.
say something about
I'm not
women?
going to battle with the women.
What do you want to say
Yeah.
about women?
was on
I'm
a
not
roll
going
in the
to
car.
walk into
Yeah,
a.
he had a lot to say in
I'm
the
not
car.
going to walk into a
Ambush?
firestorm. Yeah.
Okay,
And
firestorm.
you would. I was going to say you would be smart not to either, Lanelle. So good answers.
Right.
You've done well here today.
Right.
Wait.
hold on.
Wait. We have our master of music over here. He's quiet.
DJ.
Sean Blaze.
DJ
Blaze
Sean
has
Blaze.
some stuff to say in the
okay.
car.
Yeah, you were boisterous in the car,
How
Sean
you
Blaze.
feel here?
I'm good. It's 1, 2. There's like more women than men here, so I'm gonna be quiet.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we have a shot with Blaze and the. No,
Wait, Blaze got to move over some. He hiding.
I love when men tell. I'm sorry, I didn't cut him off.
No,
sorry,
go ahead.
sorry. I was like, it just get my spirit. I love when men think that they can tell you what women want to hear or what women want. Like a lot of male executives, like, no, this is how it should go. And I'm like, I think I kind of know what a woman might want to hear musically. I think I kind of know. I'm one. I got boobs.
Yeah.
I know.
Right.
Yeah.
I may have some information on this topic.
Well, go ahead, Sean. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Nah.
I know you got to tread lightly because you have women partners. So go ahead.
I cut my mic off.
Yeah, he cut his own
I
mic
cut
off.
my mic off.
Yeah, he was smart.
Everything's good. Everything's good.
No, I jokingly said in the car. They were trying to say that I was arguing. When Chanel was talking about the topic, she said it's hard for women to be heard. I said, no, y'all are so loud. Of course we can hear you. It was a
He
joke.
said we were loud.
It was a joke, yes. But some of you are loud. Yeah. No, it's all good, man. I think there's a certain level of compassion and understanding of alignment that comes with women who not just traditionally, but just the way that they've been built is to align everybody and to bring things together. They have that natural sense of, from whether it's being mothers, where it's, birthing children, it's that ability to galvanize every situation and put it kind of in its proper context and place so that, for the betterment of everybody's situation. So you see a lot of companies who have had, sensitivity training, the Dallas Mavericks, when they were hit with so many, sexual allegations of just, abuse. They brought in a woman. The NFL, when they were going through their, so many players that were having troubles, they brought in another woman to help just give some perspective and some, alignment, and just being able to say, hey, look, man, we got to start having another vantage point. We have to start having another voice. And so I think that's important. So it's definitely good to see women being, put into the forefront in the music industry.
That's great. And as long as the check clears, do you really care who's cutting it?
Nope.
Okay.
I don't care.
Right, not necessarily.
Nope. I could care
Well,
less.
that's great. So do we have any more music, or what are we doing?
We have more music.
I would love to hear
Yeah.
a little one more jam.
Okay.
You have we have some of your MP3s right now. Which ones do we have on deck? DJ Blazy Blaze.
Well, we have Drink It Up
Mm-hmm.
and So Real.
Drink it up.
Drink it up.
Drink it up.
So what is Drink It Up about?
Right. Drink It Up is basically, you have troubles, you have shortcomings, any difficulties you dealing with your life. Is basically, you can basically sip your pain away. Not necessarily to the capacity of being inappropriate, but just drinking your worries away. That's basically what it's about.
Okay. Let's hear it.
All right,
Lanelle
let's get into
Tyler.
it.
Drink it.
It's like sometimes you just can't be afraid where you come from, you know what I mean? Like, this OG just told me that. Man, I'm corporate thugging with the street smarts.
Sometimes we drink it up, One cup won't be enough, My eyes have seen enough, Make it through these rainy days. I'ma drink my pain away. Drink it up. One cup won't be enough, My eyes have seen enough, Make it through these rainy days. I'ma drink my pain away. Chose me. I hustle, real OG. What I seen through these eyes, nothing can surprise me. Brooklyn nigga rolling, never supposed to keep my mind blown. Stressing over shit in the past with a bottle. You don't know what I feel, you don't know what I've been through. When I'm writing my songs, blood drips to the pen too. I pray, Lord I pray, that my problems go away, but I know who. I gotta be patient, put in a tough spot, but my heart keep racing. I'm losing it. I just hope they don't cross me. Crucifix. Sometimes we drink it up. One cup won't be enough, Seen enough. Make it through these rainy days. I'ma drink my pain away. Drink it up. but I'm stuck in this box with its no doors. And I'm sinking fast like there's no floors. No lights, no cameras, no windows. No cuts, no blankets with a pillow. I'm just trying to survive. If you see what's inside, all this pain in my eyes, then you know that I'm not for the bullshit. I'm not the one of them quiet, I don't talk much. I'm ice cold, hard cold as Writerz. Bring karma comes back, I'll be ready. Mama cried in the tears so heavy. I'm not the one, I'm quiet, I don't talk much. I'm ice cold, hard cold as Writerz. Keep it a buck, till they bury me. All this liquor in my cup is my therapy. Sometimes we drink it up, drink it up. One cup won't be enough, won't be enough. Through these rainy days, I'ma drink my pain away. Drink it up, drink it up, drink it up, drink it up. One cup won't be enough, won't be enough. My eyes have seen enough, yeah, I've seen enough. Yeah, make it through these rainy days, I'ma drink my pain
Did you write that too? All by yourself?
Yes.
Nice vibe. So what can we expect from Lanelle? I know you said you were working on putting out a new project and everything. Yes. You got any shows coming up?
Yes, definitely got a few shows coming up. We got some in July. We got some in August. We got a few shows in Miami in August. We got a few shows in New York. In Manhattan, so I'm gonna definitely keep you guys posted on those dates. So it's gonna be nice.
In these shows, will you be stealing the microphone from anyone very David Ruffin-esque?
I mean, you
like
know,
what if I haven't seen one of your shows and you're talking to people right now who may be watching this and they're seeing some, what are you doing in your shows that's going to bring people out, man? You got a lot of attention to compete with, man. What's happening at a Lanelle Tyler show that I need to get out there for?
I mean, you know, my show basically caters to the ladies, to the woman, you know. So like, you got a sister, you know, cousin, friend, she's a lady, you bring her to the show. And, you know, it's not really for men, so I can probably answer the question for Chanel and the lady over here.
Okay.
You know?
You listening? Yeah.
They're like,
But
we
yeah,
listening, we paying attention.
But,
All right.
Yeah, for the most part. You know, Lanelle Tyler show is definitely somewhere where you want to be. You know, it puts you in a different space, a different reality, so...
Damn,
ladies right there.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm not a lady, but that I feel like that's something I want to add on to my, you know, when I'm talking to a girl. Why should I go on a date with you? I'll put you in another space and time. I like that, brother. I like that. That's
Right.
good. Yeah, that's a good situation. All right, so I just need to see if you could just let us see the little situation you got going on here. Yeah, I need.
There we go.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
you got
bring
the
that
Lanelle
out.
Tyler, the Lanelle necklace. Okay.
Yeah, what's
Y'all see that?
What
Y'all
is
see
the? That's not a Jesus piece, is it?
It's an angel. The angel
Okay.
protects. The angel's over Lanelle to protect Lanelle.
Okay.
I heard that.
Okay.
I heard that. That's
I
what's
like.
up.
I like your.
Yeah, it's like catching
What they call it? Your ensemble.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Nice, nicely done.
So, what don't we know about Lanelle right now, as far as music is concerned?
You know, I don't tell a lot of people, but like I'm very involved in my process, recording, and you know, even from the production. And yeah, Remo produced it, but a lot of the instrumentation, I basically helped them play. The backgrounds, arrangements.
You play yourself?
Yes.
Okay, nice.
Nice.
So you know, I'm highly a part of my creative process. 70% of my album actually recorded on my own. I just basically sent out to my boy down in North Carolina, King James, II to mix. So
Okay.
yeah,
More than just a songwriter.
more
guys.
than just a songwriter.
Who influenced your, you know, musical, kind of DNA. You know, everybody. I mean, there's people that friends of mine, were inspired by Rodney Jerkins or B. Michael Cox as a player. Teddy Riley, one of the best.
Right.
There's somebody who kind of you really could.
Teddy Riley is definitely that person.
He's fathered many people in this music industry.
And he's definitely somebody that he taught me something that I gotta definitely find, and I will within time. Not just anybody can just find it, but basically once you find your own sound, you basically, as just as simple as you have to name it.
Yeah.
When he found New Jack Swing, he knew it was New Jack Swing.
He gave it a name. Yeah.
So,
no, that was powerful. I saw that.
Very
that was powerful.
And that's a way of putting you in your own lane, your own category, versus somebody trying to compare you to somebody else.
Right. So, if people wanted to get in touch with you, book you for shows and all that good stuff, check you out online.
Yes,
where
definitely.
Can they reach you?
www.lanelletyler.com for bookings. Lanelle Tyler bookings at gmail.com. For streaming, Lanelle Tyler, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, all that good stuff. All digital pieces of information.
Very necessary.
I got one more question before we let you go. As an indie artist,
yes,
how hard is it for you to get people to come to your sites and listen to your music? Like, is that process for you? Do you find it hard?
It can be difficult if you don't do your homework, don't do your research, and you basically don't have any direction of where to go. But when you actually do your homework, do your research, and you realize you've been doing it long enough, you already have the concept, you already have the connects to do what you need to do. You basically have to connect the dots and put the pieces together. Because I know even for yourself, you're a 5-time Grammy, nominated songwriter. Even yourself now, you probably go through a few obstacles to get by to where you have to go for yourself. Mm-hmm. So I realize it's a struggle for everybody, and we just gotta stick together and just make it happen.
Did she pay you to throw that plug in there?
No. No.
I'd make it a point to make sure that people know, because she rarely says it
JJ,
herself.
you're a 2-time Grammy nominated.
And I paid him to say that. See, no shame in it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna send that to your cash app later.
What's your price, Lanelle? Go ahead, give me a shout out. What's your price? $20. I'm an 18-time Grammy nominated. No.
Natalie is also Grammy nominated.
Grammy nominated as well.
Yeah.
Pin-up girls.
Yes.
Only like 3 times.
Only 3 times.
Only 3. My meager
That's
3.
enough, right?
Yeah. I'll take it.
Yeah. It's all good.
It's all good.
No, you hit it right on the head, man. It's using your resources, your network,
right?
Understanding. I always tell independent artists, you have to invest in yourself.
You have to.
This is we are now in the era of DIY, and you have to figure out what's smart money. Because some people think just buying followers or spins is going to solve their problems. It's understanding where to allocate your resources, how much time you have to put into this necessary thing.
Right.
Doing, like you said, doing your homework on what things are myths and what things actually really do. Make a difference in, your playlisting and, the way able to get people out to your shows. So there's a lot of things that do work and don't work. And at the end of the day, man, it's all, some of these things are just unknowns. We don't know what trend people are going to go into music. We don't know what's
you as a musician, that the music industry changes every year. Like nowadays, everything's about streams.
Yeah.
Right.
But I'm told nowadays that A&Rs, they're turning off their ears and they're basically just paying attention to data because they see that data is actually winning.
I mean,
it's a part of it.
It's part of it.
Part of it. But it's really going out and looking at the artists and see how they bring out the crowd. A lot of these artists get signed off numbers, and we all know you can finagle numbers. Like if they go to your show and only 6 people showing up, what does that say about your numbers? Right. You can't have 1.7 million people following you and adoring you, and then at your show only 20 people show up. What's going on here?
They were busy.
Yeah, they were busy. So, as an A&R, I miss the A&Rs like Mark Pitts.
Yes.
Who traveled alongside of his artist that he picked. You know, he went to your sessions. He went and picked songs. He sat down with you and talked to you about it. He was very involved.
Yeah, it's
You know what I
building
mean?
something organically and having a real
Right.
feel for what's
A lot of
going
these-
on, not
lot
just
of
jumping on the trend.
Right. A lot of these A&Rs sit behind a desk and wait for numbers or send somebody else to find out how this person is instead of being involved.
First
themselves.
question: how many followers do you got? Come on,
Who
man.
cares about
There's got to be
followers?
more. Yeah.
Right.
I
So-
mean, people care about followers, but at the end of the day, when you have great talent, like I know some people who got signed without any followers.
yeah.
And in this age right now, what we're going through, they got signed and they blew up.
Yeah, so
And then
it's
have
not
no
everything.
followers.
It's a part of it, but it's not everything. So, but that's
Right.
good information. You sound like you got a good head on your shoulders in terms of your
Absolutely.
approach and just having to put in the work, man. And that's the super most important thing.
Yes, and
I'm
we
glad
appreciate
I'm glad you came and
through.
shared
Thank you for
that.
having me.
You know, brought that 50-60 swag. I appreciate that,
Yes,
man.
yes.
So that's a good look, and keep doing your thing, man. We're definitely excited to see more about what you're gonna do.
Absolutely.
And if you guys want to call in, ask some questions, 646-233-1302. We are live and we are waiting for your phone call if you want to ask some questions or just give a shout out. We are here with Lanelle Tyler. Next coming up, we got Miss Farrah Roshay.
Farrah.
Reaching, thinking back, holding back my love. That's contagious. I need to get back your love. You got less. I'm begging you to be real. You know why I lose. So don't you let this feeling fade. Because I got something to tell you, but you don't know. But you gotta prove, baby, yeah. You gotta prove, baby, yeah. So wait, baby. I think about your days and weeks. So right, you're real. contagious. I need to get back your love. You got less. I'm begging you to be real. You know why I lose. So don't you let this feeling fade. Because I got something to tell you, but you don't know. But you gotta prove, baby, yeah. You gotta prove, baby, yeah. So baby, I think about your days and weeks. So right, you're real. But you don't need to go. But you don't need to go. Follow me around the club so I can get condensed. I love the way you move, I'm trying to pull you from your friends. I know you feel my vibe, let's not waste no time. This conversation helps me know the more it's on your mind. There's something about your smile that drives me wild. I got me open, touching you, teasing you, take it lower. You look so official, lady, let me have this dance. Attention all around you, including me, let's not pretend. So baby, I think about your days and weeks. So right, you're real. But you don't need to go. But you don't need to go. Walk past in the club, had my eyes on you, what's up? Seen you walk past with your gals, sundress on, head down and curls. The way that you dancing, you got me staring, loving the way you look at me and bend over. My invitation is smooth, some dudes don't know what to do. I don't want more wet to you. 100 degrees in Paris, I relax with my queen. Baby, you got what I need. What I need, I could fulfill your fantasy, yeah. Thinking, reaching around you, girl. So baby, I think about your days and weeks. So right, you're real. But you don't need to go. But you don't need to go. So baby, I think about your days and weeks. So right, you're real. But you don't need to go. But you don't need to go.
Lanelle Tyler. I love that record.
Yeah,
I
that
really
record
do.
that record felt good right there,
Yeah,
man.
it did.
Good, nice little bop, man.
Nice little bebop,
nice little
bop,
situation, man. So look,
So-
we're not gonna waste no time, man. We're gonna get right into our next guest, who came in here looking oh so colorful, just
And
standing
sexy.
out. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't gonna say that because I don't, I want to be respectful, but it is true. She's getting her phone straight, making sure that people can see her.
Let's give it up for Miss Farrah Roshay.
Yes, Farrah. Where's our claps? Hold on, there's no clap. We'll give real claps. We're ready for no clap blaze.
And then filling in for Miss Natalie, we have over here Mr. Christian Emery. Let's give it up for Christian.
AKA Emery Rocket,
AKA Emery
AKA
Rocket.
Terry Gordy.
Early in stages here.
This guy has a very elevated ear for music. He really understands. He knows what's good. He knows what he likes. If he hears us doing something in the studio, he'll come in and he'll just shake his head and be like,
I can
so
do
he
that.
he knows when it's something good. When he hears something good, he gives us the thumbs up and the nod.
And he loves New Edition, so that makes him extra special.
Yeah,
Bobby
yeah.
Brown.
He's good. He's good. So yes, Farrah. Where are you from?
well.
How long you been doing music? Give us some of your background so we have some things to ask you juicy questions about.
Oh,
Are you dating? Just kidding. You don't have to answer that. Yes, you do.
Well, I was born in Newark, from Newark, but I grew up in Orange and pretty much all over Essex County.
Okay.
Literally. Stop 11th and Avon, all over the place.
Okay, I know Avon. I'm familiar.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey.
I have Redman albums. I've heard about Avon albums.
Is that the ab where you gotta just keep driving real fast and jump out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially them number blocks, you know.
Yeah.
About them number blocks.
Yeah. We know about the number
To be
blocks.
out there. But I've been all over New Jersey. I've lived out here. I graduated from Woodbridge High School.
Nice.
Yeah, my parents moved me out of Orange around my sophomore year of high school. So I went up to the suburbs.
You had to get a change
some
of pace.
rounding.
Get some
That was my dad's decision.
Yeah.
Get some
No.
rounding.
Look, there's like this this misconception I think from people in the inner cities that it's like, some people think it's a bad thing, like you're abandoning your whereabouts to get out to different areas. Everybody should have as much perspective and different, to see different things, man. See space, inspire you. So there's nothing wrong with getting as many different. Get some land you can walk on. Get some grass. Get some fresh air.
Literally. So just grass.
So,
I agree.
It's good.
Because the crazy thing is when I moved to Woodbridge, I actually moved to a small city inside of Woodbridge called Fords. And first of all, I had never heard of Woodbridge.
Right.
And they had never heard of Orange, anything. I was like, where you from? From Orange. California? No, sis.
Right.
By North.
Jersey,
Get it together.
Right.
But I didn't know what Woodbridge was. So it was
Right.
definitely different because it's a predominantly white area.
Yeah.
And I was maybe one of 3 or 4 black families on my block.
Right.
So, and there really wasn't many black kids in the school. I think I was maybe the second black girl, period,
Wow.
in my class.
Yeah.
So it wasn't too many.
Little
of us walking
different.
around. Very different. Very
Little
different. Then I
different.
was a little chocolate piece,
Yeah.
walking around a predominantly white school. So yeah, it definitely wasn't. It was fun, but it wasn't that fun.
Okay. Well, but it gave you experience.
It
Right.
did.
Yeah.
It
So
did.
tell us about you musically. Like, what can we expect? Everybody's excited to hear your music, to see where you're going with everything. Who is Farrah Roshay?
Well, I know a lot of people don't know who I am personally. My real name, I don't usually tell my real name. My real name is Sparkle Johnson.
Nice.
Okay.
And
name.
nice name. Thank you. And I never used my name because first of all, I always hated my name. I hated my name because I hated, being picked on for being a dark-skinned girl. And in, kids' minds in school, you're too dark to be called Sparkle. Why'd your mother name you? So I never wanted to use my name.
Wow.
And then the second thing was there was an artist out named Sparkle already.
Right.
And recently she's dropped her own new music. So I'm just like, no, that doesn't work.
Yeah.
And I came across Farrah Roshay. If anyone is, aware of like chocolate, I love chocolate. Anybody who knows me
Yes,
knows
I love chocolate.
chocolate. You love chocolate, baby? Me too. I love chocolate. Like I can eat a box or a bag of chocolate in a day. It doesn't matter. And there's a chocolate called Farrah Roshay, and I actually wrote a song called Chocolate, and it just happened.
clicked.
It literally just happened. Freestyling, like just throwing out anything, and it just happened. And I was just like, Farrah Roshay, I'll be the human version of chocolate.
Yeah.
And I was so excited.
And you fit the
about
bill.
it.
You fit the bill.
Yes, you do.
And that's just how it came about. But Farrah she's not too different from who I am, the persona that I have for, myself. But she's a little more edgier than I am.
Right.
In a regular day, I have 3 kids.
Okay.
I take care of my mom. I work at FedEx. I'm a regular, chill person. Like, I love to sit in the house, lay in the bed. I won't get out the bed at all. Watch movies all day. If you let me. Especially Law and Order. That's my
I love Law and Order.
That's my
You can lose 2 years catching up on Law and Order.
Yes, 2 years.
2
the
years.
entire
Easy.
season.
Yeah.
The entire season, especially the new ones. But I'm just a regular chill person. Farrah is glam all day. You ain't gonna catch me outside unless I am fashion show ready and fully beat. Like, that's just who Farrah is. She's just that. I'm it. It's me. It's her.
Okay.
You know?
I like that. So the last gentleman we had on here before, he was talking about, being from Brooklyn, and I'd asked him, about what that means for an artist, what that DNA is made up of, what's his awareness of the other artists who have made great strides in the music industry from Brooklyn. And a lot of people, don't really give kind of the proper credit to New Jersey and the many people who have helped shaped the not just the entertainment, but especially the music industry from out in New Jersey. So what does it mean for you, and who are, some of the people that maybe you've looked at and that you've understood? They matter. They've made big strides, and what does that mean for you to be from New Jersey?
What it means for me, it means it's so hard to get recognized, period. But what it means for me is just to push, because there's so many dope artists. I know so many artists, so many singers, and so many musicians from my city.
Yeah.
And they're just so dope, and they're just not recognized at all. Like, it just takes so much. And it's just like every time I get on stage, like, my manager will tell you, a lot of people ask me, come perform. Oh, we want you to perform with a track. No. Because for me, it just doesn't do it justice. Like I said, the musicians that I know, they are dope and they are amazing, and they're just not getting, the recognition that they deserve. So it's like when I have my backup singers and I have my band, you see what Jersey really is about. Like, this is where it's at. And you ain't going to find nothing greater. Ain't no better vibe. Like, it's a vibe. It's always a vibe. And that's what I want to give out, and I want people to see that, and I want people to recognize that.
Give it up for Jersey.
Yeah, let's give some claps for Jersey. Yes. Now, I'm not going to lie. I'm from Denver, Colorado, right?
Oh.
You're from the
And
boonies.
when I moved out here, watch it. That's it. See, but everybody wants to move out there now because we got legalized weed. So now, anyway.
Yeah, but that's the only reason.
Anyway, when I moved out here, I did first move to Newark for about 6 months before I initially made my trip to Brooklyn, where I stayed for some time. It was interesting. I'm gonna say Newark's come a long way. Let's just say that. And growing up, I was such a big Redman fan. I had all his albums.
Yeah,
so
from North.
I just, the one thing I remember, and I like where I moved, this girl I'd moved in with. I mean, we were right in we were on 25th and Spring.
Oh yeah.
So we was like in it.
You was down
we
there.
was in it.
Yeah.
So like I just remember like all the things Redman used to talk about, and literally I just was like, wow, like it's really real out here. Like it's not like I witnessed an in-process carjacking.
In front of
you? No, like literally on the block. Like on the block.
You see that.
Yeah, I like walked right into a drug transaction. And I'm from Denver, Colorado. I'm from the suburbs. Oh, excuse me, sir. I think you dropped some money there, right? But the other gentleman clearly did not take the exchange. You probably want to. Okay. I didn't see anything.
No, I didn't see nothing. You just keep walking.
It was real. Yeah, just keep
look
walking.
up, look down.
Yeah,
just mind
keep
business.
on walking. So it was real. But I will say, it's come a long way. They've pumped some life into Newark, and I'm glad to see that.
Yes, they have.
Yeah.
I don't know that all of Newark is able to reflect that, because I know they have to pick certain spots, but they at least are giving some hope and some life and pumping some energy into the inner city and bringing a lot of events and things out here. And that's important.
They're trying to gentrify it, like they've done, some places in New York, like Brooklyn. They're trying to gentrify it. We'll put some more hotels and some more stores and some more Whole Foods and move.
So let's get into
let's
Miss
hear some
Farrah Roshay music. So I was online looking, and I was trying to find a video. I don't see a video.
It's a video up there, but it's not my video. I did a feature with an artist named Jersey Jules. I actually went to middle school and high school with him.
Okay.
And I did a video with him, but I have not done a personal video yet. It is coming, guys. It's coming.
I was going to say, because you got some good
So
music.
say
I'm like, where's the videos? Like, okay.
Right.
So we have a couple of songs.
Yes.
Which one do you want to roll with? What do you
Let's-
have?
Yeah, what do we want to hear?
DJ Sean
Right now I
Blaze?
got Can't Be. Couldn't be. Yeah, that's what I meant.
You only have Couldn't Be?
No, I have it loaded up.
Oh, you haven't loaded that.
I mean, if you want me to play something else, let me know.
Okay, if I had a preference,
Yes,
I
yes.
would
You are the guest.
I would say my latest single that I actually released on Valentine's Day. It's called I Love You, featuring my producer, DeMar Aaron, he's from Newark, but he lives in Cali now.
Big up DeMar. Okay.
Yeah, Grammy nominated doing his thing in Cali.
Holla.
And he actually also featured on the song with me.
Nice.
But it's called I Love You.
Okay.
I wrote this song when I thought I was in love, and
It happens.
It happened.
Yeah, it happens.
And I want to say I was like maybe 23, 24, and I wrote this song, and I actually did it with my cousin. And then I said, I need to release another single because the last single I had released was Couldn't Be. And I said, I want to redo the song, and I rewrote it, and I sent him the song. I said, I want you to write your own voice, do your thing, and this is how I love you.
So here we have it, you guys. I love you.
Let's check it out.
Farrah Roshay. Let's
The
check it
chocolate.
Yeah.
That I'm your only girl. You hold me tight straight through the night. If you ain't here, it don't feel right. You're nothing like those other guys who don't know how to treat me right. We never fight, our trust is tight. Baby, I'm glad you're mine. Never in my life have I come home to candlelight. The dinners make my path strong. Baby, I'm glad you're mine. Kisses, love now. Boy, you know how to hold me down. Without you, boy, my smile's a fine. Baby, I'm glad you're mine. That's why I love you. You are the reason, that's why I love you. You let me down, that's why I love you. You ain't going nowhere, that's why I love you. On you, on me, boy, you know you on my hustle. On it, you on me. On it, on me, boy, you know you on my hustle. On it, you on me.
Why I say forever with you, never gotta question it. Yeah, girl, you got the crown, that's a definite. Yeah, damn, I'm so glad I got you. Used to be a dream, can't believe it came true. Whoa. Oh, that's why I love you. Oh, that's why I love you. Oh, that's why I love you.
That's why I love you. All right. That was Miss
Farrah Roshay. That's a bop right.
Yeah, that's a bop. Yeah, it's a bop.
What is it, Christian?
People was hitting me on
It's a bop.
He likes it.
On my
He
live.
don't lie.
People on my live like the record.
Yeah, nice.
He don't
Thank
lie.
you.
He
Yeah.
tell all
Appreciate
truths. What you forget? Nah, that felt good, man. That was,
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. And just to think, that was all from thinking you were in love. Imagine when
Just
you
from
imagine when you
thinking
really
that.
are.
Right.
Yeah, what we gonna get? What we gonna get?
Thinking.
So if you had to pick a collaboration with someone, let's start with a particular artist, and then we'll end with a producer, who would it be?
Oh, wait. Now do they have to be mainstream or indie, or it doesn't matter?
No,
Hey, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Well, first, of course, like I said, Jersey we have like some of the most undeniable talent, and I will always shout my girls out. I've been singing with these girls for about since 2010, 2009, and they're doing big things. Like, they're doing their thing right now. Allie Caldwell and Lauren Ashley. Those are like two of my best friends.
I work with both of them.
Those are my babies.
Yeah, we know them.
Like, when they come, when Allie comes home, we are out. We are out here running. We out here running the streets, child. Like, when we actually get the time to get up. And I just love them to death. Like, I learned so much from them, just as a singer, and just about stage presence, because I've been singing. I didn't get to answer your question, so this is all going to tie in. I've been singing since I was 3, and my mom was a music teacher, and I grew up in church. My dad's a pastor, so I was always singing in the church, but I didn't know what it was to, be on stage and perform in front of people. And I learned that awareness from them, that, being aware of yourself. What is attainable, what you can do, what you can't do, what you need to work on. I learned that from my friends. And, one of the things I kind of hate about Jersey at the same time, everything is a competition. Everything is, I could one up you. I could do this better than you. Let's see. No, it's never been that for me. Everything is a learning process.
Right.
I don't want competition. I want to learn. Like, my only competition is myself.
Right.
So when I come across singers like my friends, it's like, yo, she crazy though. I got to rehearse that. I listen to stuff and I just listen to it over and over again. I'm like, yo, just to be around that energy and just vibe with them, that has always been the dopest thing to me. And if I had, any artist that I could pick and do a collab with, it would definitely be my girls.
Yeah, y'all three need to do a song.
Hey,
'Cause
make it happen.
They're winners right there too. So
it's
that would be a good
crazy.
thing.
The
Yeah,
vibe is
dope.
crazy. The blend is crazy because we've been singing together for so many years. So yes, that's definitely something that's in my heart, in my mind, and it's been put out there already.
Okay.
And so, yeah. And now, mainstream, if I can pick with a producer, child, listen, Drake, I'm coming for you.
Drake.
That
Watch
man's
out, Drake.
a writer. That man's
Drake
singer,
is in a good mood right now.
You might, if you ask him now.
You ask him now, you might get that.
His Raptors
For
won.
free?
He's
I don't know
feeling
about
good.
for
Yeah, I
free.
don't know about
He
for free.
winning right now.
Yeah,
the way
Drake
he's
been
feeling,
winning
the
for
rap is
years. I've always admired him as a producer. I don't produce or play any instruments, but I've always thought he was dope.
He knows how to put together
Yeah.
great records.
I think he's
a producer,
amazing.
writer. He's
Amazing.
phenomenal.
Melody wise, he's incredible.
He's amazing. He's amazing. He's a genius. Like, I just be like, yo, I know what I could have did on this. Like, it's just everything that he does. It's like, yo, he's so dope. And Chris Brown. I think Chris Brown is amazing.
Yeah, Chris is amazing.
Chris is
I couldn't see
special.
Chris doing anything else but what he's doing right now.
Yeah, I couldn't see it.
Because we had the chance to work with him when he first came out, and his energy was so amazing.
Yeah.
His wanting to learn was just so like breathtaking to us.
Right.
Like, he really, and he was only 16 at the time.
Right.
So just imagine like where he is right now.
Right.
And for me to watch Back to Love, I gotta bring this up. Like, it made me cry a little bit because I'm like, Michael Jackson would be so proud to see this video and what it represented, and him by himself making this video so major. Like, I love the video. I love it. He had to go through some things to get where he is right now.
Yeah.
But look how far God brought him.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I appreciate Chris Brown.
Shout out to Bob Fosse.
He's an icon in the making.
Yes,
He's definitely an icon in the making.
So we were talking about women's place in the music industry, and we discussed some of the things, the challenges. If there's any areas, I'm going to approach the question a little different for you. If there were any areas you felt like in the music industry that you feel like could benefit, or things that, a woman's perspective or intuition could be more helpful in the music industry, where would you like to see, more of a woman's influence in the music industry?
Just, I guess I would say creative control. to an extent, more so, more or less. Creative control, like I think for me, just from my personal experiences, at the end of the day, I'm a human being. I'm not a sex symbol.
Right.
I'm a human being. Mm-hmm. I'm a mother before I'm anything else.
Right.
I am educated before I'm anything else. And I'm not a pushover. Like I said, from my own experiences with just trying to, step foot into the music industry, I've been blessed to come across a lot of people and a lot of popular, I guess you can say, musicians and producers, and just the way men approach women in the industry and how they handle them and how they deal with them. It's weird, to say the least. Like, I've been propositioned at 3:00 in the morning,
right?
By someone I would never name his name. I would never do that. But
right.
If you're smart, like I know you are, you'll come to the studio. It's 3:00 in the morning. What am I coming to the studio for?
Right.
I'm so much more than that.
All right.
So much more than that. So I really feel like when it comes to creative control, aside from that, I feel like we could and we should have more control over what we decide to sing about, what we decide to write about, and how we feel on a regular day. I don't think it should take, you done paid your 25 years due to the game. Now you can go ahead, do whatever you want.
Right. It shouldn't take that long.
It shouldn't take that long, and it takes so much for a woman to get the respect that she deserves in the industry. And, so many things as far as colorism and, it's just so above from that I probably don't even know about.
Right.
But that's one of the main things that you see, colorism. It's so obvious, and how we're going to choose this one over this one. And it's just so much. But I feel like when it comes to the creative control, it shouldn't take so much for a woman to be able to show who and what she is as a person.
Right.
I agree.
Absolutely. No, that's definitely clapworthy. I'm going to answer your question. And the only reason I'm going to answer your question is because I hope that it will spark more dialogue from female to female. Yeah. We know there needs to be a conversation amongst the males and how it relates to women, but this is why there needs to be more female to female dialogue. You said, why would I come to the studio at 3:00 in the morning? There's, for every one woman who won't, there's 10 women who will.
Exactly.
Yeah. And unfortunately, what gets lost in that is these men of power, and you have the Weinsteins and all these people that, are amassed in, not only just the Me Too movement, but in general, is this sense of, now again, let me preface this by saying, I'm not saying it's okay. I'm giving perspective and why, men will get away with what they're allowed to get away with. So although we need to obviously work on that dynamic. I'm not saying this is a woman's problem, but the other side of that coin is there are women who are willing to go by it and play in those rules. So unfortunately, we're not getting enough of both sides of, let's hope that there's more dialogue and, women like you who are speaking up and saying, hey, look, no, my voice should be heard because this is my creative being. This is who I am. This is my story and my perspective. I shouldn't have to appease you just to get my story out. Exactly. And I think that's what's good about what's happening in the music industry with the independent wave. Yes. You're starting to hear a lot more of the female narrative and the feelings. And I mean, if you look right now in like popular cultural music, the female voice is dominating a lot. Yeah. From Cardi B to Summer Walker to SZA to City Girls to her to Beyonce and Beachella, and I mean the female narrative is really strong and it's powerful right now. So I think that's a really good thing for where the industry is going.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah. So, but look, I want to hear more music.
I want to hear more music too.
Yeah, I like what you got going on here. Let's get into another one. I think we have 2 other ones to choose from, right? Boogie Blaze?
Yes. Pick whatever you want.
Oh, she said just roll with it. She said they all good. Just pick one.
Y'all choice.
Which one are we listening to now?
Okay, I'm making a surprise. Hold on.
You gonna surprise us? All right.
I want to do. First of all, I want to make sure this is her record.
Okay.
Make It Here.
That's my first single. I actually released that October 21st, 2017. 17.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Let's
get
listen
into
to
it.
it.
Yeah.
Make it here. Farrah, Roshay.
Just got home, so I decided to call you to see if you can come over and put it down on me. I've been waiting, anticipating about what we gon' do when you come through. Needs a remedy. Can you help me? I'm quickly on red light. Take a flight. I don't care how you get here, just make it here, 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 make it here. I'm in rare form, no questions, just come on in. Make it here, make it here, make it here. Ooh, sipping on Moscato to relax my muscles. So when you put me in the air, make you say, oh yeah, take me there. 'Cause I've been waiting, anticipating about what we gon' do when you come through. Needs a remedy. Can you help me? I'm quickly. Take a flight. I don't care how you get here, just make it here, 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 make it here. I'm in rare form, no questions, just come on in. Make it here, make it here, make it here. Buckle up. I'ma have to show you some stuff. Show you how I do my thing. Make you scream my name. Start up when you turn the key. Get out the car, yeah, I'm a freak. Meet you at the front door. Do a little striptease to the floor. Dance my way to the bedroom. Put on my favorite tunes. Make sure it's nice and slow. Then pick it up, yeah, let's go. Let me know if you're ready. If so, then you better hurry. 'Cause I need you to make it here, make it, 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 make it. I'm in rare form, no questions, just come on in. Make it here, make it here, make it here.
Woo, let's give it up. I love
Wow.
that.
Wow.
Vocals are dope.
There was one line in particular.
Which line was that?
Did you like that, Christian?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Oh, Christian, you
Something about when I was up in the air.
You know what? That's how my 5-year-old is here now.
Yeah. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how kids are born.
Yes.
Right.
So
Yeah.
you wrote that?
I missed
On your
that.
own?
I actually co-wrote that.
Co-wrote that?
Yes.
Who did you write it with?
Jason Gathray.
Okay.
Jason
Very nice.
Gathray,
Awesome
a.k.a.
song.
Infamous. He's an
Nice.
amazing writer. He's from East Orange.
Nice.
Okay.
And
Jersey
he's
standing
an
up
artist
again.
himself.
talent.
Yeah. He's dope. And same producer, the guy that was DeMar Aaron, who was on I
DeMar.
Love You.
Yeah.
He produced actually all of my singles. Couldn't Be, I Love You, and Make It Here.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
Nice. Very good.
What is Farrah Roshay doing now? What do you want the people to know that you're doing now?
Well, right now I actually am working on putting in the works, putting in the pot, throwing all the ingredients in there, to do the video for Make It Here.
Okay.
That is my next priority. And after that is the album. The album, I'm looking for producers, trying to reach out to some, underground producers that, nobody is, open to working with. I love the underdog.
Sean Blaze,
because that's where you find. Hey, Sean Blaze.
I put a beat or two together.
Let's go. Let's go. Especially somebody that can cater to my sound. I have a very raspy voice,
right,
deep voice. So, I get compared to Jasmine Sullivan and Brandy, and it's hard to mix it with today's sound because my first of all, I am a R&B chick to the core.
And there's still a lane. I'm sorry, there's still a lane.
R&B ain't dead, contrary to popular belief.
R&B is there. R&B is there. You're not going nowhere. And I'm just like, well, I'm gonna push it till I can't push it no more. And I especially '90s R&B, SWV.
Tell Bruno Mars that. Tell her that. Tell Daniel Caesar that. Tell SZA that.
And
R&B
Bruno Mars
ain't dead.
is like over the top.
Yes. And I love every bit of it.
I remember when JJ first played his album for me, I felt like I was listening to Bobby Brown.
I love every bit of it.
I felt like I was listening to New Jack Swing.
Yes.
It was beautiful.
Every bit of it, I love it.
And he made it a combination of now and back then, and he won. So nobody could tell me that R&B is dead. Period.
I love every bit of it.
Stop it.
Yes.
I love every bit of it.
Where I want to get into, just because I wanted to hear one more, if we could just go right into the last song that we have before we have to get out of here, because I just want to hear more of your music.
Thank you.
I love your voice.
Yeah, the last one we have is
Could It Be?
Yes. Could It Be?
Yeah, Could It Be is actually.
So what is Could It Be?
Could it be or couldn't be?
Couldn't be.
Okay.
I wrote Couldn't Be last summer, and I released it on my 31st birthday. And, Couldn't Be was just, about self-love. I was just stepping into a new chapter of myself, and it's really about, just self-love. That's for anybody. You can make it about whatever you want to make it about.
Right.
As long as because, you have people who deal with things and they deal with things differently.
Yep.
Right.
And so, for me, it was just whoever you are, you matter, and life itself could not be without you.
Right.
There's nobody that can do what you do. There's nobody that can wear your hair like you, or act the way you do, or tie your shoe. Whatever it is that you do well. There's nobody that can do that like you.
Yes.
Nice.
And so that's what Couldn't Be. It's a party song. It's a vibe.
Before we jump into the music, can you just give us the socials? People are hearing your music, they're liking your voice. Where can they follow you?
Yes.
Where can they reach you? Where can they have more access to your musical
my
gift?
Instagram is at Farrah Roshay, FarrahRoshay. There's no spaces. Facebook is Farrah Roshay, or my Twitter is I am Farrah Roshay, I believe. And if you want to book me or contact me, you can most definitely get in touch with my manager, Andrina Clyburn, at Dynamic Essential Productions at gmail.com.
There you have it. There you have it, guys.
Well, I've loved listening to your music. I look forward to you. It sounds really good.
Wait.
man.
I want to hear a little something live. Give me a little piece.
Oh, wait.
Give us a little
yeah.
something.
Give
a little something.
Yeah, Chanel believe in that.
And I'm so hoarse, but it's all right. It's all right.
That's all right.
I always go to gospel because I usually
That's
don't
all
know
right.
where
That's
else
all right.
to turn when people try to get me live. So, God can do anything. God can do anything but fail. He can save. He can heal. It's all according to His will. God can do anything but fail.
Yes.
Hey. I heard that.
You like that?
I heard that. Yeah, he's happy. I'm happy. We're all happy. I think up here. That was beautiful.
Right? That was live.
Thank you.
That wasn't no memorex. That was live right there.
And off no sleep. I work overnight.
That was just honest right there.
It was.
Well, thank you for coming out. We appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
So wonderful to hear your sounds, and we look forward to the visuals. Make sure that you get those to us, so that even next time, before we get you back down here, we can get those up in rotation.
And all the singles are available on all digital
outlets. All digital
outlets.
Make sure y'all check Miss Farrah Roshay out.
Yep.
And we're gonna leave you guys with
Could It Be?
Could It Be?
Boogie Blades.
I live for the moments, creating the memories, shaping my surroundings with positive energy. Channel my emotions, I proceed to express. Off of ventilation, it always relieve the stress. Remove the tension with every sentence, a cool invention. Separate myself from the rest, my own dimension. Living my life like it's golden. Passive aggressive, it's all spoken. Deliver the realness in doses.
Tonight I'm celebrating. Baby, I'm a whole situation. Whole vibe flirtatious. Upgraded my whole life, no basic. Could've threw it all away, but been waiting my whole life for this. Living on my dream status. Been waiting my whole life for this. Never give up, don't waste your time. This your spotlight. Never give up, don't waste your time. This your spotlight. Never give up, don't waste your time. This your spotlight. Life couldn't be without you. Life couldn't be without you, no. Life couldn't be without you. No one can do what you do. No one can do what you do. Life couldn't be without you, no. Life couldn't be without you. Couldn't be without you. Couldn't be without you. Couldn't be without you. Couldn't be without you, no. Tonight we're celebrating. Baby, you a whole situation. Whole vibe flirtatious. I've waited your whole life, no basic. Could've threw it all away, but been waiting your whole life for this. Living all your dreams, that is. Been waiting your whole life for this. Never give up, don't waste your time. This your spotlight. Never give up, don't waste your time. This your spotlight. Never give up, don't waste your time. This your spotlight. Life couldn't be without you. Life couldn't be without you, no. Life couldn't be without you. No one can do what you do. No one can do what you do. Life couldn't be without you, no. Life couldn't be without you. Life couldn't be without you. Life couldn't be without you, no.
Make it look easy, but I put in the time. Using my lyrics to stimulate the mind. Kicked in doors, they wouldn't let me in. Now we light up the city to celebrate the wins. Open up a new chapter and then we double up. Sometimes they deal with the haters, you gotta shut them up. Get your shine on, speak the realest with I'm on. The difference between diamonds and rhinestones, word.
Never give up, don't waste your time. This your spotlight. Never give up, don't waste your time. This your spotlight. Never give up, don't waste your time. This your spotlight. Life couldn't be without you. Life couldn't be without you, no. Life couldn't be without you. No one can do what you do. No one can do what you do. Life couldn't be without you, no. Life couldn't be without you. Couldn't be without you. Couldn't be without you. Couldn't be without you. Couldn't be without you, no. Life couldn't be without you. Be without you, no. I couldn't be without you. Couldn't be without you. Couldn't be without you. Couldn't be without you. Couldn't be without you, no.
Yes, at Farrah Roshay. Yeah. Roshay.
Yeah, we gotta get you to collaborate on a song with Sean.
Oh, I'd love to.
He's about to put his new EP out.
I'd love to.
So, yeah, that would be dope. We actually we just did. Let's go here real quick before we leave. Yes.
Thank you.
Where's the video, Sean? Is this it? That's Cali. I want the one with you and
It should be right here next to this one. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh, here it is. Here you go.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. She was the sweetest thing I've ever known, but somehow I got caught up in my ways. Now I'm alone. Now I'm standing here knowing I was wrong. Hey, I messed up, the love of my life is gone. Now let me apologize. She was the sweetest, she was the sweetest, sweetest thing I've ever known. Yeah, she was. She was the sweetest, she was the sweetest, sweetest thing I've ever known. Yeah, she was. Started off good, where we went wrong. I don't know how I lost control of a situation so good. How I lost control. Now I'm the one to blame. I'm trying to figure out how I can live without your love, your touch, your kisses. I'm done reminiscing. She was the sweetest I ever knew. Baby, I don't understand.
Best thing that ever happened.
Where did we go wrong?
Okay, look, they say you never miss something until it's gone. Sometimes it be hard for me to admit that I was wrong. At times I be going through it when I hear certain songs, and I know that we argue a lot, but here's where you belong. I've been holding us down, now you don't ever come around. You don't answer my calls and you don't follow me at all. I always figured that me and you would always get along. Never thought in a million years that you would move on. I was wrong.
She was the sweetest thing I've ever known, but somehow I got caught up in my ways. Now I'm alone. How could I be so stupid? Now I'm standing here knowing I was wrong. I messed up, the love of my life is gone. Out of my life.
Thinking about you got me losing sleep. It's been a couple days I ain't eat, and I don't understand what you do to me. Nothing in the world mean more than you and me. Anything you wanted or needed, I was your man. And even through the pain, I still wanted to stay. Why you gotta do it? And even though you're gone, think about you every day.
She was the sweetest thing I ever known.
She was the sweetest I ever known.
Baby, though we're not together, yeah. I know I will never find another. Moved on with my life, trying to do things right. And I know I'll never find another love like you. Never find a love like you. We trying to build a family. I said, no, baby, you wouldn't understand me. One thing I don't know, she was the sweetest thing I know for sure. I love you. Oh yeah. Please. She was the sweetest thing I've ever known, but somehow I got caught up in my ways. Now I'm alone. Now I'm standing here knowing I was wrong. Hey, I messed up, the love of my life is gone. Now let me apologize. She was the sweetest, she was the sweetest, sweetest thing I've ever known. Yeah, she was.